Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, June 15th, at 3:25 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 710 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Tarrant County deputies, officials clash with protesters over ICE enforcement in jails. Green introduces bill to oust Fauci. Biden announces first slate of political ambassadors, including a position for Sully Sullenberger. We cannot wait any longer, Pelosi says the House will move forward with January 6 investigations. Lightfoot says staff is in better place following email that told staffer 16 times I need office time every day. Billionaire Mackenzie Scott, Bezos' ex-wife, donates $40 million to FIU in surprise move. Kentucky constables allegedly falsely arrested undercover FBI officer. Key West police try to handcuff an 8-year-old. A judge just ruled on his mom's lawsuit. Video shows man apologized before Honolulu police shot him. China says its fighter pilots are battling AI aircraft in simulated dogfights, and humans aren't the only ones learning. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. CDC to ban dogs from 113 countries for a year over rabies fears, Gizmodo. Biden reveals 9 ambassador nominations, including Thomas Knives, Sully Sullenberger, Fox News. Ex-lawmaker in Mississippi killed on same property where sister-in-law's body found, NBC News. What Antonio Rudiger did to Paul Pogba during France vs Germany amid bite claims, Manchester Evening News. Democrats plot a path forward on infrastructure, with or without Republicans, NBC News. Vice President Kamala Harris invites all 24 female U.S. senators for dinner at her home, USA Today. Lina Khan, prominent big tech critic, will lead the FTC, NPR. Fallen film producer Harvey Weinstein ordered extradited from New York to Los Angeles to face sex assault charges, CNBC. Aaron Rodgers wears offended t-shirt amid Packers drama, New York Post. Man who fathered 94 children with 39 wives dies in India, NBC News reports, KPRC Click to Houston. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Senate passes bill establishing Juneteenth as a national holiday. DC says Batman cannot go down on Catwoman since heroes don't do that. Harvey Weinstein to be extradited to Los Angeles on sex crime charges. 50 million under heat warnings. Extreme temps, drought envelop western U.S. After criticizing Trump, GOP Senate candidates now desperate for his endorsement. U.S. COVID-19 deaths hit 600,000, equal to yearly cancer toll. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez demands higher pay for Hill staff to increase diversity. 5 ways to support your shy kid, without forcing them to change. Zoe Kravitz books Channing Tatum a one-way ticket to her new film, Pussy Island. 13 progressive groups urge Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer to retire. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Man killed when boat strikes rock in Merrimack River. Woman, firefighter pulled gun on her at crash site. Rockhurst unit students must be vaccinated by fall. Woman wins $1 million playing Michigan lottery. Woman attacked in Walmart parking lot speaks out. Less than a day's supply of blood now on shelves. Man in van caught in crossfire during shooting. Family sues ambulance company after deadly crash. Rock Island sells community orchard to woman who planted it. Sharks bite 12-year-old, 71-year-old off flaw. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, the New York Times. Naftali Bennett, the Israeli Prime Minister you don't know. U.S. nears 600,000 virus deaths despite progress from vaccines. California reopens with a mix of joy, worry and anger. NY lifts most coronavirus restrictions. Once, superpower summits were about nukes, now, it's cyberweapons. Business updates, Lordstown Motors to start production in September. Pentagon weighs proposal to send dozens of troops back to Somalia. Did a burrito cost an American runner her Olympic dream? Lena Khan named FTC chair by Biden. Mackenzie Scott donates $2.74 billion to 286 organizations. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Alleged sexual assault of Arkansas boys basketball team infuriates parents demanding action. Robert Redfield, some biolab researchers show arrogance that nothing can go wrong. Ray's Askela's now has elbow tear, no surgery for now. New York City spent school showed video that tarred and feathered white women, ex-trustee. Harris pushes amnesty bills on DACA anniversary, as Republicans slam border crisis response. Governor Noem slams Biden over White House fireworks event, what a hypocrite. CNN's Andrew McCabe blasted for claiming FBI still doesn't know motive behind 2017 shooting of GOP lawmakers. Tennessee deputy shot and airlifted to hospital, suspect killed, reports say. Anderson, QB Sam Darnold has different aura in Carolina. Erica Jane's lawyers drop her Hulu documentary. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, June 15th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Child tax credit, when will you get your first check? Will the Ford Maverick be a game changer in the auto industry? Woman in the window, visitor snaps unexplained photo during ghost tour at Colorado's Stanley Hotel. Fourth stimulus check, will you get another relief payment? I look to Trevor Noah like a mentor, Josh Johnson on first comedy special #. Baseball report, Phillies walk-off wins. Keto-friendly cereal recipe to start your day from dirty, lazy keto. Child tax credit, how much will your monthly check be? Secret celebrity renovation and the greatest at-home videos come to CBS this summer. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert returns to Ed Sullivan Theater with fully vaccinated audience June 14th. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Greenpeace parachutist smashes into Spidurcom wires above France-Germany stadium at Euro 2020 game. Euro 2020, Antonio Rudiger caught on camera attempting to bite Paul Pogba. Royal Ascot, Georgia to follow swigs champagne and bemoans her horrific sweat patches. Pink Floyd's Roger Waters slams Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg after huge offer for song rights. Father of two, 53, spends 10 years transforming his back garden into Japanese-inspired paradise. How Elizabeth Hurley's gowns all have matching bikinis. The key players in the Daniel Morgan case, from murder suspect to former officers. There comes a point when he has to be released, Sir Keir Starmer on child killer. Lord Hall issues apologies to Princes William and Harry over Martin Bashir. Henry Leeds sees the BBC being savaged over Martin Bashir scandal. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Boris Johnson delays end of England's coronavirus restrictions as Delta variant cases climb. New Zealand will apologize to Pacific Islanders for dehumanizing dawn immigration raids, Ardern says. A burning ship, tons of toxic cargo, an ecosystem in the balance. Putin swaggers towards summit with Biden as an old hand at dueling with the West. Nicaragua's government has arrested a dozen opposition leaders. Their relatives don't know where they are. Ukraine's forgotten veterans lean on one another to rebuild their lives. Car bomb explodes inside Colombia military base. Arab League backs calls for UN intervention in dam dispute. A New Zealand chapter of Greta Thunberg-linked climate movement disbands itself for being racist. Hungary passes law banning LGBTQ content for minors. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Coronavirus Live News, Brazil records 468 new COVID deaths, Oman detects black fungus infection. States lift COVID restrictions as U.S. passes 600,000 deaths, live. Goodbye masks, hello full bars, California lifts COVID rules and grand reopening. Biden to name antitrust researcher Lina Khan to top trade commission, Post, report. France win heavyweight clash with Germany thanks to Hummel's own goal. COVID jabs to become mandatory for care home staff in England. Daniel Morgan murder, inquiry brands Met Police institutionally corrupt. Pure insanity, emails reveal Trump push to overturn election defeat. Cristiano Ronaldo's historic double helps Portugal sink stubborn Hungary. Andy Murray in tears too after beating Benoit Paire at Queen's Club. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Judge rules Harvey Weinstein be transferred to Los Angeles to face sex charges. Trump allies leaned on Department of Justice to push probes into 2020 election fraud claims. New York, California lift most COVID-19 restrictions as vaccination rates top 70%. Jury selection begins for Oklahoma man in student deaths. Live, ABC News Live. 2 dead, 2 injured in workplace shooting at plant, police. Feds inspected Illinois chemical plant weeks before blast. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Mustafa al-Darwish, Saudi man executed for crimes committed as a minor. Tenerife, protests against violence as search for baby's body continues. Israeli nationalists march through Jerusalem's Old City. COVID, U.S. death toll passes 600,000 as vaccination rate slows. Court cancels tycoon's acquittal over Slovakia murders. Hungary LGBT, new law is shameful, hateful, Catalanxa. Gone Girl actress Lisa Baines dies age 65 following accident. IKEA France fined €1 for snooping on staff. Police investigate death of Indonesian critic who died during flight. US-Russia relations, adversary or potential partner? The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Schitt's Creek star Annie Murphy's new kind of sitcom. Emails show Trump urged Department of Justice to probe voter fraud. 4 dead, 4 hurt in shooting on Chicago's South Side. The community is devastated, 4 dead, 4 injured in shooting at Chicago home. Gunman dead after killing 2 at fire hydrant factory. Uganda cracks down on revelers defying COVID rules. 2 dead, 2 injured in Mueller Company shooting in Alabama's fire hydrant capital of the world. Tropical storm Bill roars off Carolina coast as hurricane season awakens in the Atlantic basin. Harris announces $1.25 billion fund for small businesses. Satellite sees smoke plume from Illinois fire. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Dana Rohrabacher, former OC congressman, says he was part of January 6 Capitol March. Photos capture California as the state fully reopens. Many Californians keep masks on as economy reopens, saying better safe than sorry. Cable cars to return to San Francisco as pandemic ebbs, city reopens. Harvey Weinstein to be extradited to California to stand trial on sexual assault charges. San Francisco to require staff in hospitals, jails and nursing homes to get COVID-19 vaccine. Councilman Mike Bonin is served with a recall notice. It's the second in LA in a week. California reopens to joy, celebrations. It's one of the best days of my life. Who wants to be a millionaire? 4 in LA County win COVID-19 vaccine lottery grand prizes. California reopening, why officials say it's safer this time around. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, June 15th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More, from other news sources, is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Peru leftist Castillo ahead as election tally finally finishes. Saudi Arabia executes 26-year-old man for protesting against the government when he was a teen, human rights groups say. Experts say Russia gives hackers a tacit blessing to attack foreign nations, as long as they don't target Russia or its allies. Vatican rejects Indian nun Lucy Calapiras, who gained popularity for taking on a bishop allegedly accused of raping a nun. Final appeal against dismissal and was told to vacate her convent. Flag parade marchers sing death to Arabs. Participants in the Jerusalem flag parade are filmed singing and chanting a series of anti-Arab slogans including death to Arabs and burn down your village. Pakistani Christian father seeks justice for his 13-year-old daughter converted to Islam and married. The New South Wales government has purchased more than 60,000 hectares of private farmland for an outback nature reserve, home to at least 14 threatened species. Soldier with swastika tattooed on testicle is jailed 19 months for breaching Austria's Nazi laws. Irreversible warming tipping point may have finally been triggered, Arctic mission chief. Taiwan reports largest incursion yet by Chinese Air Force. Incendiary balloons from Gaza spark fires in southern Israel amid flag march tensions. Hungary bans sharing content with children that promotes homosexuality. It was our children they killed, Russian mercenaries implicated in the torture and killing of civilians in Central African Republic. BBC journalist called traitor and chased through Westminster by anti-lockdown protesters. The People vs. Arctic Oil, climate activists target Norway at Human Rights Court. The next headlines are from Forbes. So Kravitz to make directing debut on Pussy Palace starring Channing Tatum. Want great women leaders, help men be better fathers. Cam Newton way ahead of where he was with New England Patriots, but knows there's a long way to go. Here are the 298 costliest rules in the new unified agenda of federal regulations. Blackpink announces something very special is coming later this summer. Harvey Weinstein to be extradited to California over more sexual assault charges. Danielle Hunter returns, and that is huge relief for Minnesota Vikings in 2021. Captain Sully Sullenberger tapped for Biden administration post. Thousands of Southwest flights delayed after second day of tech glitches. Chinese national admits to trying to scam $20 million in federal COVID relief funds. The next headlines are from Nature.com. We need to talk, ways to prevent collaborations breaking down. Don't abandon 14-day limit on embryo research, it makes sense. Community academic partnerships help Flint through its water crisis. Forensic database challenged over ethics of DNA holdings. Regulate waste recycling internationally. ISSCR Guidelines for Heritable Human Genome Editing. From the archive. Concern over use of the term zDNA. A white-knuckle ride of open COVID drug discovery. The authorship rose that sour scientific collaborations. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,711,976,351 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. ACM honors sets Dan plus Shay, Ken Burns, Luke Combs, Loretta Lynn, others for awards in August ceremony. Tim Miller, David Fincher, Jennifer Young Nelson and Jerome Benjean talk love, death and robots season 2 from On Sea. TikTok signs as VidCon title sponsor for 2021, taking spot from YouTube exclusive. Boy George, Vogue Williams to feature in Virgin Media's The Big Deal, Fox and bigger stage to produce exclusive. Sam Riley, Charles Dance star in thriller No Place Like Kill, Antron launches Cannes sales exclusive. There's an M WhatsApp group, Anya Taylor-Joy and Josh O'Connor on The Queen's Gambit, The Crown and their huge year. Kino Lorber acquires North American rights to Amos Chike film collection exclusive. Senators Klobuchar and Cornyn demand immediate action by SBA over Save Our Stages delay. First look of Emma Thompson in Good Luck to You, Leo Grande revealed, cornerstone to show footage at Cannes Market. USC Annenberg leader talks damning music industry diversity report, these companies have a workforce crisis. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. A third dose of COVID vaccines may boost immunity for transplant recipients. Trump pressed the Justice Department to reverse the election results, documents show. Doctors warn of burns from asphalt as a record-breaking heat wave envelopes the West. The U.S. military is stumped by a stolen box of armor-piercing grenades. 5 views from Belarus on the country's political crisis. The violent arrest of a woman with dementia highlights the lack of police training. Southwest Airlines resumes flights after tech glitch caused delays across the country. Biden and the EU call a truce in a 17-year trade fight to focus on threats from China. A House panel will investigate Trump Department of Justice surveillance of lawmakers and journalists. The Girl Scouts have unsold cookies left 15 million boxes. The following headlines are from The Week. Kevin McCarthy vows to remove Ilhan Omar from Foreign Affairs Committee if GOP retakes the House. Amazon intentionally limited upward mobility for hourly workers, former VP of HR says. Publishing house is wary of acquiring a Trump memoir, a fact-checking nightmare. Late-night hosts crack old man jokes about Biden's meeting with Queen Elizabeth. Gone Girl actor Lisa Baines dies after hit-and-run in New York City. COVID-19 vaccines reduce hospitalization risk from Delta variant by at least 90%, UK studies find. America needs to change how we think about housing. Jon Stewart makes an animated case for the Wuhan lab leak theory to a skeptical Stephen Colbert. Rising COVID-19 cases in low vaccine states plus Delta variant have U.S. health experts increasingly nervous. Ghana fights deforestation by planting 5 million trees in one day. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. In the drill zone, children's health is looking bleak. Lone Star State, out with democracy. 2021 Texas Leggy in review, red meat, broken promises, and more of the same old crap. The next headlines are from Physics Buzz News. UNESCO report summarizes 5-year global science policy trends. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Astronomers have found the perfect exoplanet to study another world's atmosphere. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, June 15th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Moon sweeps near Regulus June 15th and 16th. Blue Origin's $28 million ticket to space. Earth's lopsided core, strangeness in our planet's interior. All you need to know, June solstice 2021. The next news is from Politico. G7 leaders pledge 870 million vaccines to developing world. George Floyd's murder transformed America. NATO leaders see rising threats from China, but not eye to eye with each other. Boris Johnson announces 4-week delay to full exit from COVID lockdown. Biden faces battle for trade war breakthrough in Brussels. Going to be a long winter, Congress hits snooze on funding the government. Biden and Putin expected to make headway on nuclear talks. McCarthy pushes Pelosi to remove Omar from Foreign Affairs Committee. A band-aid for the 17-year-itch. He screwed over so many publishers, Trump confronts a skeptical book industry. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Former French President Sarkozy denies wrongdoing at campaign finance trial. PM, you have the power, send them home to Balola. More motivation, and cybersecurity boss warns against paying ransoms. Olympics win will turn on city deal funding tap, Brisbane Lord Mayor. COVID danger means hotel, offshore detention must end, watchdog says. FPIS-BP merger chair unfazed by monopoly concerns. Rio Tinto push for green aluminum gets $600,000 government boost. Grove set to meet with Swimming Australia to expand on misogyny claim. Your daily horoscope for Wednesday, June 16th. Coughlin launches new $500 pub fund. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Americans gave a record amount to charity in 2020, but it wasn't all out of the goodness of their hearts. Outside the box, I'm an EV expert, and I'm skeptical about how quickly electric cars will go mainstream in the U.S. Brett Aarons is raw, nearly a third of 401k plans contain less than $10,000. Futures movers, oil pushes higher on demand optimism as traders watch Iran talks. Market snapshot, what the market wants to hear from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. Fund managers agree with the Fed as most say inflation will be transitory, Bank of America survey finds. Coronavirus update, fear grows that Delta variant will become dominant COVID strain worldwide as WHO says it's now in 74 countries. Market snapshot, U.S. stocks edge lower after economic data as investors await Fed. Economic report, high lumber prices and other barriers choke the confidence of home builders and home buyers. The moneyest, the house is filthy and odorous, my mom, 89, is a hoarder, my brother, 60, siphons money from her, how do I protect myself? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. The interesting engineering behind Nikola Tesla's bladeless turbine, interesting engineering. Autonomous killer robots may have already killed on the battlefield, big think. USF inventors post record patent numbers, ranking in the nation's top 10 university producers, University of South Florida. Massive, does Congress really want to stop medical innovation? Kankakee Daily Journal. Waiving IP rights, the wrong path to the right goals, IPWatchdog.com. Should I protect my manufacturing process with a patent, Lexology? Drew charter students among 13 teams presenting inventions for real-world problems, Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Thomson v. Haight, 23F, CAS 1040, SDNY 1826, Patent Leo. Draft Amendment to Examination Guidelines for Computer Software-Related Inventions, International Law Office. Bio-Rad cites worker packs in battling 10x Fed, Circ, Win, Law 360. The next headlines are from Quartz. A slain Chinese student earned his PhD based on papers discovered on Dropbox. The biggest stereotypes about young, unemployed Africans. China is intensifying efforts to check the chaotic power of online celebrity fan clubs. What we know about safety concerns at a Chinese nuclear power plant. NATO versus China, India incorporated gender diversity, Milan Pan masks. Many Indians are returning to normal with a vengeance after the second COVID wave. Watch, how to get the most out of a hybrid work environment. The origins of COVID-19's racial disparities lie in America's prisons. How to think like a winner, at the Westminster Dog Show. South Africa's vaccine rollout has hit yet another roadblock. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Add Microsoft and another congressional staffer to the list of entities targeted in Trump Department of Justice leak investigations. Jenner's effect, CDPR breach worse than originally reported, because of course. Study shows Disney, Netflix continue to dominate traditional TV in customer satisfaction. High school responds to students' prank by asking local law enforcement to step in and investigate. Chinese government now using the national security law to censor art being displayed in Hong Kong. Hypocrisy, Rupert Murdoch has always hated antitrust, but now he wants it used against internet companies who out-innovated him. Daily Deal, the 2021 CompTIA Master Training Bundle. Barrett Apple privacy scandal undermines its attacks on right to repair legislation. 2 states pass laws limiting law enforcement access to private DNA services. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this Daily News Headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Shelby Houlihan. Vegas Golden Knights. Jennifer Lopez. Chris Paul. Sixers. Day in Vegas 2021. Rockton, Illinois. Savannah Guthrie. Urquhart. Reality winner. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Lost, broken, angry, confused and betrayed, U.S. record holder blames pork burrito on failed drugs test and 4-year running ban. Did Disney come to their senses? Scandal hit Gina Carano posts mysterious image and fans are full of hope for her Star Wars return. Hungary donates state land for Chinese university project after Budapest mayor renames streets after Dalai Lama and Uyghurs. 28 Chinese military planes entered Taiwan's air defense zone in largest flyover to date, Taipei says. Greenland cancels flights and sailing from capital Nuuk to clamp down on COVID-19 cases. 1 million vaccinations a day keeps coronavirus at bay, Japan to administer 1 million doses daily by end of June. The Biden-Putin summit is a chance to strike a blow for peace and stability, if Washington can leave domestic politics at the door. Hungary bans promotion of homosexuality and transgenderism to under 18s amid protests. $235 for a rack of lamb? Russian communist leader slams major St. Petersburg Economic Forum for catering to exorbitant wealth. Government stole our water, U.S. farmers ready for standoff with feds and drought irrigation crisis, expect right-wing militia help. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Michael Big Short Burry, this is the greatest bubble of all time in all things by 2 orders of magnitude. FOMC preview, it's like the Titanic running at full speed, in fog, at night. We won't sit back. NATO's new counter-China focus met with fierce warning from Beijing. Slowly at first, then all at once. EU bars 10 megabanks from recovery bond sale over previous market manipulation. Rabo, sausage war, trade war, and Cold War. U.S. industrial production bounces after major downward revisions. Tesla going through a rather dry spell, says Morgan Stanley's Adam Jonas. Peter Schiff, the Fed is spoon-feeding us a lie. U.S. producer prices soar at record pace in mail-it by food and energy. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. EU and U.S. call truce in Trump-era trade war. Global warming may have already passed a reversible tipping point. 4 reasons why Iran's election matters to Europe. UK police corruptly hid failings in Daniel Morgan case, report. The change we need will never come from the G7. Hungary parliament passes anti-ILG law ahead of 2022 election. Turkey collects thousands of cubic meters of sea snot. Tensions high in Jerusalem ahead of hardline Israeli march. Armenia elections, democracy and security on the ballot. Rights groups urge UN to launch probe mission for Beirut blast. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Marlow rips Biden for going after Trump, GOP at G7, truly disgraceful. Inflation nation, producer price index surges to hottest in over a decade. Fashion designer Michael Costello says he had suicidal thoughts after Chrissy Teigen allegedly tried to destroy his career. Leftist media site deletes triple abortion story after backlash. California reopens today, bars, restaurants, amusement parks at full capacity. Cancel culture, cider company pulls ads from anti-woke GB News Network. Exclusive, CCP has annihilated Hong Kong's freedoms, says exiled activist Nathan Law. UK-Australia seal free trade deal, breakthrough agreement in post-Brexit era. Hungary to vote on legislation banning promotion of transgenderism to children. 4 Afghans jailed for burning down Europe's largest migrant camp that left 13,000 homeless. The next headlines are from UPI News. Woman wins $866,890 after using same lottery numbers for years. Watch, Idaho man break Guinness record for behind-the-back disc catches. Look, lightning strikes car on Florida highway, leaves gouge in road. Watch, contractor finds 7 kittens, 9 cats inside wall of vacant home. Watch, lost classroom return to New York man after 63 years. Watch, white snake on the loose in Manitoba neighborhood. Woman finds note with childhood phone number in thrift store nightstand. Watch, Indiana woman wake surfs for 8 hours to more than triple Guinness record. Watch, Chicago man jumps into Lake Michigan 365 days in a row. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. Human births on Mars, new research indicates human sperm could last 200 years on red planet. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Scientists created a mint that whitens teeth, better than gels, and rebuilds tooth enamel at the same time. She spent her vacation picking up trash across the U.S., and strangers chipped in with help and gas. Ancient chicken laid an egg that lasted 1,000 years without being broken. Pet owners say taking care of their furry friend encourages taking better care of themselves. Ford's new affordable small hybrid truck, Maverick, gets 40 miles per gallon and starts at $19,995. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, June 15th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Woman wins $866,890 after using same lottery numbers for years. Man in medical crisis takes Baltimore ambulance to drive himself to hospital, police say. Woman dies after security guard pretending to be doctor performs surgery. Workers push back against hospitals requiring COVID vaccines. Toronto rallies to save tiny kitten who was born without a butthole. Man charged in girlfriend's murder tried to sell car with victim dead in backseat, MNPD. I miss airline meals so much I make them at home. Thin Mint predicament, Girl Scout stuck with 15 million boxes of unsold cookies. Fast food staff arrested for not giving police free burgers. Man with 39 wives, head of world's largest family, dies in India. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. U.S. lawmakers are targeting big tech in a big way, and it's going to affect us all. This Apple Mac prize bundle is worth over $5,700, and you can win it for free. COVID-19 increased reckless driving in the U.S. road traffic deaths up 7% last year. Google Chrome is testing 2 new features for tab addicts. You'll only get 3 free months of Apple TV Plus with your new devices soon. Twitter's testing a Don't Add ME Bro feature. We've got a plastic problem, and Spider Silk may be the solution. Windows 10 has only 4 years left to live, officially. Is brain drift the key to machine consciousness? Artificial intelligence and the McData-fueled future of capitalism. The following headlines are from Science Daily. New survey method proves Rhode Island's rarest frog may not be so rare. Targeted drug found effective in thwarting pancreatic tumors. Scientists discover how oxygen loss saps a lithium-ion battery's voltage. Research reveals why people pick certain campsites. Introducing play to higher education reduces stress and forms deeper connection material. Lightning impacts edge of space in ways not previously observed. Switchable mirrors from liquid metal. New health benefits of red seaweeds unveiled. Microbes in ocean play important role in moderating Earth's temperature. As climates change, prepare for more mosquitoes in winter. The next headlines are from Information Week. 10 digital transformation mistakes to avoid. Green IT, are we there yet? How and why enterprises must tackle ethical AI. Checks and balances, 3 tips for securing SaaS apps. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, June 15th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Gordon Monson, they punched us in the face, twice, says Donovan Mitchell. How will the Utah Jazz punch back? As Utah sweats through another drought, could technology help save the day? Could Utah have a cold season this summer? Maybe, thanks to COVID. Bob Menendez and Susan Collins, there will be another pandemic. Will we be ready? Transformational Partnership, LDS Church donating nearly $10 MTO help Black Americans. Here's where to still get a COVID-19 test, with Utah providers reducing sites and hours. Bayou's Anna Camp Bennett wins 1,500 run at NCAA track and field championships. Utah's ski resorts really did see more skiers and snowboarders last season. After Utah legislator visits Arizona to observe election audit, he says Salt Lake County needs one. Jonathan Golden, what do we owe wildland firefighters? The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Web inventor Berners-Lee to auction original code as NFT. Irreversible warming tipping point may have been triggered, Arctic mission chief. Plexiglass is everywhere, with no proof it keeps COVID at bay. Microsoft Smith says secret subpoenas hurt U.S. tech companies. Companies push employees to prove they are vaccinated for COVID-19. Irish police to be given powers over passwords. Google will let enterprises store their Google Workspace encryption keys. Google's Airtable rival, Tables, graduates from beta. French companies admit problems at nuclear plant in China. Supreme Court revives LinkedIn bid to shield personal data. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Man arrested near Houston for January St. Louis murder. $1 million Powerball winnings from January not yet claimed. Governor Parson signs bill prohibiting vaccine passports. Fox Files, shocking jail video shows corrections officers roll in inmates' assault. St. Louis City could use lottery system to increase COVID vaccinations. Water main break closes Patterson Road's northbound lanes in Florissant. Tuesday will have low humidity, sunshine, and high temps near 90. St. Louis Children's Hospital ranks in top 10% for 13th consecutive year. 12-inch water main break closes Lindbergh's southbound lanes. Wainwright admits to using sticky substance during 2019 season. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. SDPD detectives killed in wrong way crash to be laid to rest Tuesday. How hot will it get? Heat wave continues to bring high temps to San Diego County. California's economy reopens with lifting of most COVID-19 restrictions. 4 alleged cartel enforcers facing federal drug trafficking charges. 50 courses, 50 states, 50 days, East County man charts cross-country golf trip for charity. Southwest Airlines resumes flights delayed due to technical issue. Man sentenced for fraud scheme that targeted thousands of Navy sailors in San Diego. Crews prepare for increased fire risk amid extreme heat. Caitlyn Jenner criticizes Newsom's pandemic response in San Diego visit. San Diego County prepares for state's full reopening Tuesday. The next headlines are from SpookNews.com. Federal agents admit to falsely accusing Chinese professor of being a Morrison raises the alarm about escalating cyber attacks. NGA seeks upgraded software to speed analysis. Rob Riggle says estranged wife used hidden camera to spy on him. Why employees need counter-espionage training. Hire a hacker how to hack an iPhone. The American Reporter. Rob Riggle claims estranged wife planted hidden camera and took $28,000. 10 most violent James Bond movies, ranked by number of on-screen deaths. Rob Riggle accuses estranged wife of planting hidden camera in his home and stealing money, report. Rob Riggle accuses estranged wife of spying on him with hidden camera. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Luch to develop SD-300 mid-range air defense system for Ukrainian army. Slovenia unveils its JLTVs equipped with M153 weapon system. MD helicopters pick up army contracts to support Afghan light attack helicopters. U.S. Navy tests drones capable to detect mines in shallow water. U.S. Air Force B-52H bombers complete mission over Black Sea. VK system showcases new medevac vehicle. Luch develops new multi-mission weapon system. Ukraine unveils advanced version of Soviet-era tank destroyer. U.S. Space Force demonstrates quick, flexible satellite launch capabilities. U.S. Army announces new era for cybersecurity software. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. The politicalization of COVID vaccines in Taiwan. China accuses G7 of slander and Cold War thinking as Biden emphasizes values. Hong Kong singer Karen Mok is sorry about downing racist D&G, which she says was an oversight on her part. China out, demonstrations at Chinese consulate on Philippines Independence Day. Jeremy Lin announces return to CBA's Beijing Ducks. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, June 15, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Disneyland, other California theme parks no longer bound by COVID rules. Beware of hot asphalt, doctors warn of burns as heat wave hits West Coast. Cooling centers open as South Bay preps for triple-digit temps. You could win $1.5 million on California reopening day. What's happening in California on reopening day? More than 30 pelicans mutilated on Southern California coast. Viral TikTok shows heartbreaking aftermath of smash and grab in SF. Bay Area residents prepare for California's reopening. Bay Area teenagers raise $55K for COVID patients in India. Technical difficulties caused brief delays for Southwest flights. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Bartlett High School Class of 2021. South Elgin High School Class of 2021. Larkin High School Class of 2021. Elgin High School Class of 2021. Grains lower, livestock mixed. Maine South High School Class of 2021. West Aurora High School Class of 2021. Police, 4 dead, 4 hurt in shooting on Chicago's South Side. More evidence suggests COVID-19 was in U.S. by Christmas 2019. Lifeguard shortage puts damper on summer swim season for some suburbs. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Washington wildlife officials confirm presence of deadly virus in deer in the San Juan Islands. All King County Library locations set to reopen for in-person services in July. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Carlos 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Bill 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Afghanistan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Drought is ongoing in Canada, United States. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Orange earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10 km, in Philippines June 14, 2021, 14:38 UTC, 8,310,000 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, June 15th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Bill forms off the East Coast, high chance tropical low engulf develops later this week. Near record heat Tuesday, tropical low engulf could bring heat relief. Man and woman found shot to death inside apartment in Spring area. Computer network issues cause delays for Southwest, Delta and Alaska Airlines. Tomball target evacuated after man walks aisles with butcher knives. 2 overnight carjackings and shootings on Houston's north side could be connected, officials say. Gulf Coast Community Services Association is here to provide your child with the best education. Energy supply narrowly outpaces demand as Texans are asked to conserve power. Vaping arrest turns into violent encounter with police on Ocean City, Maryland boardwalk. Witness tried to chase down driver who hit and killed man. This person just doesn't care. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Mackenzie Scott announces she's donating $2.7 billion. The latest, Ming's responds to criticism from politician. Enrique Balaos, former Nicaragua president, dies at 93. Irving out, Harden doubtful for Game 5 when Nets host Bucks. U.S. Open returns to Torrey Pines and to primetime. Cody Shane where to make IndyCar debut at Road America. Stocks lower as inflation, retail sales data disappoints. Report, gang violence displaces thousands in Haiti's capital. Former lawmaker Rohrabacher confirms he was at Capitol riot. U.S. industrial production up 0.8% in May, factory output 0.9%. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Early edition, is anyone going to eat those 15 million boxes of unsold Girl Scout cookies? Video, Stephen Colbert welcomes fully vaccinated audience back to Late Show. Extra extra, it's the anniversary of Seinfeld's Magic Logie incident. Homeless hotel residents decry planned return to shelters. The candidate Haley Farhadian Weinstein dumps $8.2 million of her own money into campaign. Why did the ducks cross the road to get to the bagel store? And why lifting most COVID restrictions now that 70% of adults are partially vaccinated? Here's what early voters told us at the polls this weekend. Photos, Smorgasburg finally returns to Prospect Park. Photos, Wasabi the Pekingese wins Westminster Dog Show 2021. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Betting on green hydrogen in Chile, a road fraught with obstacles. Developing country health professionals sidelined in Canadian healthcare. The marginalization of Africa. Domestic workers among hardest hit by COVID crisis, says UN Labor Agency. World's nuclear arms on high operational alert, and ready to strike. Powerful states push tax raise to the bottom. Britain must fix its anti-Muslim sentiment problem. Charcoal production risks future of Zimbabwe's native forests. Letter from Rome, Italy at the crossroads. Critical juncture for Mali warns UN mission chief, with democratic future at risk. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Chinese government now using the national security law to censor art being displayed in Hong Kong. Censorship, Facebook has removed 16 million pieces of content and added warnings on 167 million. Bombs in Paradise, how Hawaii is fast becoming the most militarized place on Earth. The Wizard of Oz, the dark reality that the deep state hides from the world. UK already planning to extend lockdown before first extension even announced. Vague alternatives in G7 summitry, the Build Back Better World initiative. Judge suspends Biden administration's non-white farmer debt relief program. Pakistan shuts off phone service to non-vaccinated citizens. Fake news claims Donald Trump plotted on January 6 with Alex Jones to cause U.S. Capitol insurrection. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Emails show Trump pressured Justice Department over 2020 election. White House to host July 4th independence from virus bash. Rep Green apologizes for comparing safety masks, Holocaust. U.S. military guns keep vanishing, some used in street crimes. Fashion for pointy shoes unleashed a wave of bunions in medieval England. No, Urquhart didn't give Texans the option of AC or AOC. U.S. intel report warns of more violence by QAnon followers. Videos show U.APU of Raising Cane's chicken with 150 cars in drive-through line. Is Joe Rogan 5'3" as written in LA skies? Did NBC's ultimate slip and slide delay shooting due to explosive diarrhea outbreak? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Post falsely tie evangelical leader to cannabis product. Factcheck.org wins 3rd Sigma Delta Chi Award. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Scotland Yard cover-up of murder linked to Rupert Murdoch tabloid proved institutional corruption. These reusable cleaning products are my new favorite. Trim 15% off our favorite nose hair trimmer. Politico editor leaving to help run NBC's Meet the Press. Ex-BBC boss admits explosive Diana interview was one of the biggest crimes in the history of broadcasting. Here's why even journalists distrust journalism these days. Pride is tired. Here's how it can come alive again. I just found my new favorite pant material, linen. Putin's prison swap offer could free this jailed American. These Trump Department of Justice subpoena revelations are like Watergate on crack. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Madonna and her boyfriend bike ride in NYC and more star snaps. Black suspect's shooting spree that wounded 5 was motivated by race, detective. Disneyland drops mask mandate for vaccinated guests as it opens to all. Get expert wine advice and great bottles for 45% off with Wink. Newark police officer reportedly confessed to killing estranged wife. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Astronomers score a triple-double. Discovery of 535 new fast radio bursts helps shed light on their mysterious origins. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. U.S. records nearly 600,000 coronavirus deaths as concern mounts over Delta variant. Gottlieb says Delta variant likely to become dominant U.S. strain. Federal judge dismisses lawsuit over Houston hospital's vaccine requirement. Psychosis identified as potential side effect of COVID-19 infection. Dangerous heat wave scorches western states. Africa facing COVID-19 vaccine shortage as cases rise. Gottlieb says coronavirus Delta variant likely to become dominant U.S. strain. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Tennessee woman's car spray painted with homophobic slur, police investigating concerning incident. Cashier dead, at least 2 wounded after shooting inside Georgia grocery store over COVID mask dispute. 2 killed in shooting at Alabama fire hydrant factory, gunman dead from apparent suicide. 15 million boxes of unsold cookies due to COVID leave Girl Scouts searching for answers. Tropical storm bill strengthens, but expected to be short-lived. Minneapolis protester killed in car crash identified as 31-year-old mother of 2. Danish midfielder Christian Eriksen feeling fine days after heart stopped during soccer match. Maya Wiley got sizable pay bump from nonprofit before moving to City Hall, raising questions and optics. Texas man fatally shot during car sale that turned into alleged robbery. Pfizer and AstraZeneca COVID vaccines highly effective against Delta variant, study. The following headlines are from military.com. Biden summit topics to include jailed vet, whom Putin called a drunk, troublemaker. China sends record 28 fighter jets toward Taiwan. Stolen Army assault rifles keep showing up in California. Suicide bomber kills at least 15 at Somalia military site. Marine Corps corporal dies after being struck by van in Honolulu crosswalk. Military veteran runs for New Mexico governor as Republican. China denounces NATO statement, defense policy. Military stumped by stolen box of armor-piercing grenades. Philippine president again delays repeal of key security pact with U.S. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Retired priest returned to Norwood Park Parish by Archdiocese after insufficient reason to prove sex abuse allegation. More evidence suggests COVID-19 was in U.S. in December 2019, including 5 cases in Illinois. At least 4 dead, 4 wounded in Englewood shooting at gathering, Chicago cops say. Tracking Chicago homicide victims. Watch Live, officials give update on Rockton chemical plant fire. Rockton fire burns for second day, evacuation still in effect, roads closed in area. Andersonville couple's giant pride paintbrush draws crowds. This is a time when we really need something like this. Multiple people shot in Englewood. Daywatch, Illinois could ban coal-burning power plants. Lurie Children's Hospital misses top 10 list again and the story behind Chicago's Home Depot hot dogs. 2 in Lakeshore Drive crash had been shot, 1 fatally. The following headlines are from phys.org. Observations detect a brown dwarf orbiting the star Toy 1278. Scientists discover unreported plant body part. Mouse numbers stabilize with cold weather, but the plague is not over yet. Bending light for safer driving, invisibility cloaks to come. Fuel flow, heat fluctuations drive dangerous oscillations in rocket engines. Study reveals bycatch risk for dolphins and porpoises in global small-scale fisheries. Novel calibration procedure for super-resolution brain imaging. Behind in quantum computer race, Germany gets boost from IBM. Teaching kids social responsibility, like how to ask for help, can reduce bullying. Sticky baseballs, the physics of the latest scandal in Major League Baseball. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, June 15th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Michigan town to keep statue of black child, South Soldier. DeChambeau and Koepka keep distance on U.S. Open tee sheet. New documentary tells Brian Wilson's survival story. Mississippi grand jury clears deputy in fatal shooting. What to do now to avoid a nasty tax surprise next year. UK watchdog examines Apple Google mobile system control. U.S. urges court to reimpose Boston bomber's death sentence. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Shake Shack manager sues police who alleged their milkshakes were poisoned. It's gonna cook, heat wave to smack Bay Area, some temps could reach 110. Bay Area hotels avoid foreclosure, market upswing seen post-COVID. Got tahini? Make this sesame shortbread's world's recipe. After scary incident, Denmark's Ericsson issues message of thanks from hospital. For 15 months of COVID, they were the Bay Area's most powerful officials, now they're taking stock. Season-ending softball rankings, Bay Area News Group Top 15. The COVID reopening, is California following politics, or the science? On eve of Olympic trials, a top U.S. runner is banned, she blames a pork burrito. Timeline, COVID sweep through California. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Mike Pompeo creates advocacy group to help Republicans win Congress in 2022. Chuck Schumer sincerely sorry after retarded children remark. Air Force tweaks uniform policy to allow coveralls, camo baseball caps. U.S. charitable giving hit record $471.44 billion in 2020 amid pandemic, economic turmoil. House Republicans demand Congress reviews any new Iran nuclear deal. Arizona audit of 2020 election has become a mecca for GOP candidates. Joe Biden, EU leaders vow to restore relations after Trump tension. Debt, modern monetary theory says government can have it all. Gone Girl actor Lisa Baines dies 10 days after hit and run. Biden administration announces plan to combat the domestic terrorism. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Reality winner, whistleblower on Russian hacking, is released from prison. Pentagon audit found connection between Madasira Defense Department and Amazon-linked British consultant. Tools for repression in Myanmar expose a gap between EU tech investment and regulation. European soccer stars refuse to yield to racist fans who jeer them for taking a knee. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, June 15, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Unlabeled PFAS chemicals detected in makeup. What makes us sneeze? Teens' emotions, coping strategies associated with exposure to media-based vicarious racism. Malicious content exploits pathways between platforms to thrive online, subvert moderation. Human-driven climate change only half the picture for krill. Snails carrying the world's smallest computer help solve mass extinction survivor mystery. New discovery of a rare superconductor may be vital for the future of quantum computing. A new reporter mouse line to detect midafrity changes during muscle tissue loss. Researchers identify why COVID-19 patients develop life-threatening clots. Receptor location plays a key role in their function. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Chicago Sun-Times journalism recognized with national, state and regional honors. Mississippi State eliminates Notre Dame in college baseball super regional. 4 women shot dead, 4 other people seriously wounded after argument in Englewood home. A Man and a River, Mulledy launch celebrates Ed Mulledy and his life for the Kankakee River. Missing Washington Heights man is found. Obama UHS return to Chicago, as works of art. Tuna loves the grill, try this summer barbecue recipe. After a difficult year, West Side 8th graders get surprise gifts before heading into summer and high school. Anthony Bourdain documentary an act of therapy following still painful loss among fans. Woman fatally shot in Bronzeville, police. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, June 15, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Tropical depression or storm could form in the Gulf this week. Which Texas schools would have been in a 12-team college football playoff? Loki is the Doctor Who Gallifrey story I always wanted. New HISD superintendent gets a $350,000 salary and a lot of challenges. Laura Love celebrates the sweet sounds of oldies but goodies. Five Nights at Freddy's creator defends entitled political donations. ERCOT warns power outages possible this week if folks don't conserve energy pronto. As Texas tax deadline looms, many folks who filed early are still waiting on refund checks. Astros reach softer stretch of the schedule in decent shape. 4 thoughts on the retirement of Texans legend Jonathan Joseph. The next headlines are about world records making news. Rusty unrestored Vespa sets new world record price, expressinStar.com. World record candy dash brings kids to the track, VintonToday.com. Heartbreaking scenes in near world record swim in Olympic trials, Fox Sports. LSM staff set Guinness World Record Insurance Business CA. LSM employees set Guinness World Record Insurance Business. Sakalaropoulos Organic Farms achieve world record of awards for a Greek olive producer, Greek City Times, GreekCityTimes.com. Football for Friendship sets new Guinness World Records, and reaches more children at the end of its 9th season, 442 USA. Watch, Chennai boy, who set Guinness World Record, hula hoops while climbing stairs, DT next. Jay Leno breaks world record in Tesla's new Plaid Model S, I love this car, Clean Technica. Kelpie fetches world record breaking $35,200 at Australian working dog auction, The Guardian. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. That Beauty and the Beast Gaston prequel is actually happening. A 56-year-old plane crash mystery may have been solved thanks to California's drought. Joe Exotic will start selling NFTs and weed from prison. IKEA and Sonos want you to hang your speakers on a wall. The Tomorrow War's latest trailer makes me wonder why they didn't draft cooler people. Clever crystal ball duck magnifies your Apple Watch's screen for a better bedside alarm clock. Even more Obi-Wan Kenobi set pictures tease a mystery role. The big oil Instagram influencers are here. The OnePlus Nord N200 5G might be the budget 5G phone to beat. Taco Bell giving free tacos to California customers who get vaccinated against COVID-19. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was New Wasib in Kuwait at 122.9 degrees Fahrenheit or 50.5 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was University WIID in Dome Fuji at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Todd Howard is finally ready to share some Starfield details. Google's unified Gmail interface, and Google Chat, launches for everyone. Halo Infinite multiplayer news, bots, split screen, free-to-play clarified. The Apple Watch Series 7 will have a new design, report says. Pi's legacy lives on for now as Biden fails to nominate Democrat to FCC. Judge slams hospital staff for comparing COVID vaccine mandate to Nazi crimes. Chip shortages lead to more counterfeit chips and devices. We have another highly effective COVID vaccine, based on different tech. 5 new bills aim to break up big tech platforms, force them to play nice. Beats Studio Buds review, Apple earbuds that don't leave Android in the dark. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Governor Greg Abbott says he'll solicit individuals for donations to fund his plan for a border wall. Disaster capitalism, Puerto Rico plunged into darkness after privatization of electric utility. Confirmed, Trump pushed out Atlanta's U.S. attorney over election fraud lies. Principal demoted for slip-of-the-tongue use of N-word, and some school board members are furious. Arizona residents accosted by people impersonating election officials, and asked how they voted in 2020. How Trump made being a psychopath fashionable. U.S. restaurants struggle with surge of diners, survey. Is the Biden administration turning a blind eye to the Trump regime's crimes? Utter madness, legal expert unloads on Trump's enablers at the Department of Justice for facilitating his abuse of power. Trump-inspired high school prank sparks turmoil in small Oregon town. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. When the frackers get too close for comfort. They marched 266 miles to deliver letters from people who lost everything in wildfires. People don't realize how being undocumented runs deep. These 6 new dreamers share their stories. Cops tased and tackled black teenagers just because they were holding vapes. Why is Joe Biden keeping Trump's nuclear expansion plans in place? What the heck is CSNOT, anyway? Twitter philanthropists bail out a lucky few, and leave millions more behind. Inside the anti-GMO movement's obsession with virology research and lab leaks. The next items are today's top search results for Bigfoot. Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum is North Carolina's home for Bigfoot, WLS-TV. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Science and pop culture look to the skies to answer the ultimate question, are we alone? CNN. Phi Slama Pajama, 5th Annual Science Slam becomes virtual PJ Party, Nebraska today. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Outstanding emerging researchers honored by Principal, McGill Reporter, McGill Reporter. New glial cell discovery may lead to improved brain repair and plasticity, genetic engineering and biotechnology news. Lorraine Candy, setting an example with my phone use helped solve the teenage screen time row, in news. Researchers discover 2 new types of glial cells in the brain, newsmedical.net. New glial cells discovered in the brain, implications for brain repair, Science Daily. Best of last week, 99-million-year-old snail, 4D-seat drone bus, laughing gas for depression, Science X. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, June 15, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Skeptic Mick West poo-poos recent UFO UAP revelations. The Sonora UFO X-Files. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, June 15, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.